Speaking of groundbreaking numbers, made the top 20 in Rolling Stone magazine of all time. Cheers!
That's nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Like making a top 20 in Rolling Stone, that's huge.
That's cool. That's right.
Cool.
Rolling hip.
It is.
It's hip. Rolling Stone is hip.
It's like street cred, you know? It's very cool. So we were chatting backstage, Rosso and I, our producer, Steve Rosso and I, we were chatting like, what have we not asked Ted over the years? And I'm like, you know, he plays a great bartender on TV, but how is he in real life behind the bar? Are you good?
No. I'm all right making Mary or my wife Mary or myself a drink. But if you came up and asked me to make a yada yada, I could not to save my life. And
but
I
if
went
you got
to
to make it up, could you? Like, do you invent cocktails for Mary? Mary Steenburgen, an amazing actress.
If you don't mind that I do this and then go, excuse me. It's good, you know. It's a sip kind of thing for me. I went to bartender school for Cheers. It's a real deal. You have to pass. And then I went to Cheers, and I was so proud I was making these things. And then I realized they didn't give a damn about the drinks. They were going for the jokes from here up. And then I just started washing shot glasses. And
that's right. That is what Sam's doing all the time. He's always doing the dishes.
Yeah.
He had dishpan hands, but no one was looking at his hands, so it's okay. So we were saying today also that it's really cool that not only are you back on NBC, but you happen to be back on NBC on Thursday night. Pretty lucky night.
It is kind of cool.
It is cool.
And I have to say, this show that I'm doing now, The Good Place, is such a bizarre...
It's such a weird setup.
It is. It's basically, it takes place in the afterlife. It's called The Good Place. And I am the architect of this particular neighborhood that has 322 people, and I'm like middle management. And I'm not good at it.
And you're obsessed with frozen yogurt for some reason.
Yes. No, human beings are. So I put that in our neighborhood. So in come the graduating class from life, the first day people coming to The Good Place. And Kristen Bell shows up. And she's not supposed to be there. It was a clerical error. And so it's like a grain of sand in a perfect Swiss watch. Everything starts to fall apart, and I think it's my fault. But the show is about something. It's funny, but it's about what it really means to be good.
That's
right.
right.
You know, that everything you do has a ripple effect, and, you know, literally every action goes out into the universe and creates a little bit of good or a little bit of bad. And
a balance of both. And a balance of both.
Yeah. And in our world, we take a tally, and there's a points thing, and only the cream of the crop get to go to The Good Place.
Only the big ripples. You know, I'm sure you've been asked, as I have many, many times over the years, what would you change or what would you tell your younger self and all that? And I'm one of those people that wouldn't change a thing. I mean, literally, if I didn't get mugged twice, I never would have worked back to the country, and I never would have 30-minute meals. I never would be. Like, you can't take away the bad from the good. What do you think about that? Would you change things in your life, or would you leave it all?
No, because then you wouldn't be where you are now with the person you're with.
Right.
And in my case, in your case, thank you.
I love Mary so much. You know what a girl
I know.
Mary Steenburgen is one of the most beautiful and talented and, in my opinion, underappreciated actresses on the planet. But she is so vastly talented. She's a class act, that one. A complete package, that's for sure. Does she have a favorite role of yours, you think? Has she ever told you what she's a fan of?
I don't know favorite, but she tells a story where she and her friends used to have Thursday night watching Cheers parties, you know, and they lived out in the country in Ojai, and they'd get in their pajamas and they'd all watch,
Isn't
and
that
then
fun?
they go home. And
Full
so she
circle.
had this idea of who I was, and then when she met me, she thought I was this kind of slick Hollywood guy, and she met me and realized I'm like, you know, I'm a yokel, man. I am not that. Yeah.
That's the coolest. It just makes my cheeks hurt. They're so cute together, too.